name is Tom Herstad. I'm the author of Second Line West. I think it's safe to say that we all desire a ability to experience joy, fulfillment, and happiness in our life. Is that not what everybody wants? I'd like to tell you a story about how I realized for myself how true joy, fulfillment, and happiness are experienced. It's not just a cliche. I found this out while pursuing a dream. It was late summer in 2011, 2 weeks after a lady named Mary Margaret, known as Margie, passed away at the early age of 73. She was the most amazing woman. Soon after her memorial service, my youngest sister and I were driving through the country hills of Caledon, just north of Toronto. During the drive, we discussed the amount of people that spent time with Margie. See, her spare bedroom was very rarely empty. She always had room for somebody. She was a widow at 38 with 4 children, but her spare bedroom was very rarely empty. Margie took people in that came across her path or her children's path. These were individuals who needed a place to land and recharge their life. She did this so naturally. It took Julie and I 3 years, but through word of mouth and social media, we found and interviewed many of those individuals who took that spare bedroom in Margie's home back in the 70s, 80s, into the early 90s. My dream was to write and publish a book about Margie's life that would be made into a movie one day. I started to write after the interviews were completed. 68 pages I had in 3 weeks. Then one night I sat in my loft at the top of my 1922 farmhouse. I pinned all the stories across all 4 walls in pink paper, Margie's favorite color. The space is always quiet for my writing. On this particular night at 3 a.m. in the morning, the silence was deafening. I sat still with my hands resting on the laptop. I scanned the room, and a question entered my mind. Why did this lady do this? Why did she open her house and her heart to those in need? Then it occurred to me. Perhaps we were born with a desire, want, and inherent need to connect and help others. It is through this experience that we ourselves experience joy, fulfillment, and happiness. I allowed this thought to go further and realized that when little children are playing together in the park, if one of them falls down, another one automatically helps them up. Or if a child in a daycare center decides to take the play table and chairs from the corner of the room to the center of the room, the other children just automatically pitch in to help. Yes, I believe this is the root of Margie's message to the world. It is represented in her own life motto. To help another soul on their life journey is a gift we give to ourselves. I share Margie's message with you in the published book and soon to be motion picture, Second Line West. Margie, she was my mom.